Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Canucks. My name is RevTrev, and I'm so glad you're here. Tonight, we are going to be talking about the Pacific Division predictions. It's going to be an interesting year, to say the least. I am excited. Hockey is back, and I can't wait for it. It started tonight, and I thought it was starting Wednesday, Tuesday, 3 games tonight already. We got lots to talk about, lots of things to discuss. And listen, we are at that stage where we got to start dropping some predictions, and they are very hard to do. Okay, they're hard to do, and I get it. They're hard, but we can do this. We can pull this out. We can make sure that we make these predictions, and I'm thrilled that you're here. So the big question tonight is, what are your Pacific Division predictions? I'm going to share mine. I'd love to hear yours. We're going to do all 8 teams in the Pacific Division. And I'm excited to share these with you, but I'm excited to have a conversation about this. I'm going to hit the promo, and then we're going to dive right into it, and then I'm going to get into your comments. So let's talk about it. What are your Pacific Division predictions? Mine are coming up in just 25 seconds. All right, everyone. So as we dive in, just a reminder, a couple things. I love doing passionate, realistic, and honest content, especially Canucks content, but NHL content. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. Some of the things that you might see me predict, you might not agree with, not like. I just have to be true to what I believe is going to happen. I'll give you the reasoning why I think these things are going to be the way they are. And just a reminder, I do post-game shows. So this Thursday night, I'm having a ton of people over to watch the game. After the game's done, I'm going to be jumping on to the opening night post-game show, the first one of the year. I'm going to be introducing my new intro video that I think you're going to really like. I can't wait for opening night. There's so much to be excited in Canuckland, but don't miss out. It's going to be on. And just a reminder, just because I have some friends over, I'm planning on launching this at 10 o'clock Pacific time, opening night, which is Thursday night, October 9th. Let's go. I'm so pumped that hockey's back, and there's a lot to be excited about when it comes to this Canucks team. Okay, let's dive into this tonight. There's all kinds of incredible news that's out there. In fact, we'll talk about that in a minute, but I just want to bring up one more graphic that we can talk about later. I know some of you want to talk about this. I'm going to be making separate videos. As you know, I make videos on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram. It's all there. So make sure I do lots of short form content on those channels, as well as I do long-term content on Facebook, YouTube, and X. So if you like passionate, realistic, and honest Canucks content, please hit the like and subscribe. Follow me on my socials. That would be great because, as you know, I'm everywhere, and it's great to have you here. Okay, so a lot of people have been really negative about the Vancouver Canucks, and I get it. There's lots to be negative about. Last year was a disaster. It wasn't just disappointing. It was a disaster. And I still believe in this roster. I still think that healthy, we're pretty good. So we're going to dive into it. And I want to start with number 8. And I think I'm going to make a bold prediction here. I'm going to show you why. Okay. So if you look at number 8, I have the Seattle Kraken with 65 points, everyone. 65 points. They had 76 points. Their last year they were not good. They weren't great, but they weren't horrific. But I look at this roster, and I want to bring that up right now. Let me just go to that roster. I have it on a different team right now, which I have as the number 1 team in the Pacific. So I'm going to go here first, and I just want to show you this roster. Okay, So as you look at the Seattle Kraken, I mean, of course, McCann, Beniers is good. Eberle, I mean, he's getting long in the tooth, right? Schwartz is solid. Wright has been a bust so far. They're hoping that he takes strides. I mean, Chandler Stevenson is was one of the biggest contracts that I couldn't believe got. Mason Marchment's fine. But when you look at this team, there's nothing that strikes the fear into this team. Now, defensively, they're okay. Like Larson and Dunn are solid. Like Dunn's their best defenseman for sure. Ryan Lindgren is a solid addition. Brendan Montour's fine. But again, nothing that, in my opinion, strikes fear into anyone. And I know that Kraken fans, if you're watching this, you're going to be upset, and I do apologize for poo-pooing on your team, okay? You like that phrase? But goaltending-wise, we're calling Decord and Gubar. I'm just not like, that's not a great tandem. And I know you had a whole bunch. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just, what about this team are you excited about? As Kraken fans, as you're watching this, like, tell me where I'm wrong here, because I don't see anything here that would just like, this team is unbelievable. Like, look at the power play units. It's like, really? Okay. I mean, solid. It's not excellent. It's not excellent. And if you look at it from last year's perspective, goals for, you only had 247. Actually, that's decent. 247 goals was good, but you had 265 goals against, and I think it gets worse. I don't know if there's an injury. Obviously, every team walks through injuries, but I'm not with you. I think Seattle's going backwards, not forwards. It's going to be really frustrating. You went from 76 points, and I'm predicting a decrease of a number of points, right? If you're looking at 65, so which means there's a new front runner in my 7 spot, and that is the San Jose Sharks. The San Jose Sharks. Okay, I believe the San Jose Sharks are going to go. They're going to take a step, and you might be saying, okay, RevTrev, how does that make sense? Have you seen their roster? They were terrible last year. I agree. I am not saying you're not wrong. Okay, where am I going? San Jose. I want to bring this up. But their young talent, I feel like they are an improved roster. Okay, I want to show you this. So they're going to go from, but I mean, it's not a big jump. They're going to go, well, it is a big jump. They're going to go from 52 points last year to, what did I say, 70? No, what did I say here? 70 points. Yeah, that's right. So last year, they only got 20 wins. They had 50 losses, worst in our division, 12 overtime losses. They were close in a number of games where the Kraken only got 6 overtime points there. So, overtime losses, which equals a point. So San Jose's goals for last year were only 210. They had 315. I have this feeling that they are going to change it around because of their young talent. It's just, I like this team. So right now, this is what it looks like. I think they're adding Misha to this lineup as well. But you have Eklund. He is a phenomenal young talent. Then you got Celebrini, Will Smith. That is a fantastic top line. I think Misha's going to figure out how to get on this team. Let's just see their Misha. No, I don't know how they're going to do it, but that way. But I think they're going to get him on this lineup and let him try and see what he can do. But Toffoli, even though he's older, Skinner, older, veteran guys who've had a lot of success in the NHL, that's on their second line. So Wenberg is just there as that second line center. But third line, fourth line, they don't speak fear to, except for Ryan Reeves, of course, because Ryan Reeves is the fighting champ. He's the enforcer champ, right? Vancouver fans, we love Adam Gaudette, but here's an opportunity. He's trying to make this roster and make it good and improve it. But Letty, Klingberg, Ferrero, there's a number of guys on here. Orlov, I think they're going to be better than last year. And then the one thing that I don't think people are talking enough about is their goaltending situation. Carey Price, no, I'm just joking. Askarov, I think that was one of the best trades of last year. Going and getting a guy like Askarov is going to be helpful for this roster as long as they can have good defensive play. Now, I don't want to spend a lot of time on these two teams because let's be honest, they're not going to be very good this year. But San Jose is going to be almost 20 points better. They're going to be 18 points better. I just have this feeling that Misha is going to play on this roster and going to show why he was number 2 pick overall. But Will Smith's ready to break out. Eklund's going to have a good year. Celebrini's going to improve. I don't think he's going to have a sophomore slump. I'm excited about Celebrini. I think I saw him live, and I'll tell you right now, he's got some special skills. So let's move down to number 6, everyone. And number 6 on my list is the Anaheim Ducks. And this is the one where I don't know what to do with this team. Everyone thinks they're better than they are. And it's so frustrating watching this team. They need to jump forward and take a step. The problem is they keep not taking a step, right? And they've improved in some areas, and in others they haven't. And basically, they had 80 points last year, 221 goals for, 263 goals against. I mean, we're talking that's not good. That's not good. And I don't see big changes in this roster to say that this is going to change anytime soon. So if you look at this roster, and I'm telling you, when I watched them live, I mean, Chris Kreider is fantastic, okay? But older, again, just an older guy that I'm just sitting there going, what are we going to see here in Chris Kreider? Because if you look at him, he wants to get better, but he's now playing. He's not in New York anymore, people. So, like, we're talking about, like, how much money is Kreider making here? Where is he? Okay, $6.5 million. He's 34 years old. They've gone with, they needed some veteran guys with some of their young talent. And I don't know. To me, I mean, it's good that he's on that top line, but really, he's, in my opinion, he's a second line player at best. And Carlson, I saw him live. He was underwhelming. He didn't play great. I came to watch him play, him and McTavish, and I just wasn't impressed with him at all. Now, Troy Terry is, I think he's a fantastic player. Granlund, I think he's really good. That's a good addition. Gunther with McTavish, that's a solid second line. So I'm just keeping the Vetrano. I like him a lot. That third line is solid too. It's not phenomenal, but it's good enough. It's good enough in my opinion. And so this is the team where I feel like I could be wrong about this team. Like, this team could be the one that's actually in 5th. I should have probably put them 5th, but I just look, and the reason why I didn't is not just their defense is fine. I mean, it's more defensive than anything, of course. But Lacombe, everyone's expecting to have a good year. Is he going to? I'm not sure. Gudas, he's solid, but I mean, he's no first line right-handed shot defenseman, in my opinion. I mean, Trouba's good, but he's a wild card. Like, this defensive core to me doesn't look like it got much better. They're expecting it to be better. We'll see what it goes here. But if you look, I guess what it comes down to is I just don't believe in their goaltending at all. It's just not good enough, in my opinion. It's not even close to being a playoff contender. Now, maybe they surprise me. That's possible. That's very, very possible. Okay. And this one is the next one. I'm putting Calgary 5th. I'm putting Calgary 5th. And they're dropping 6 points. Now, last year, I said that Calgary was going to be a bottom 3 team. That's what I said, okay? But if you look at this team, if you look at this roster, it is, in my opinion, pretty fantastic when it comes to as overall as a team because of one player. And they have an elite goalie in regards to Wolf. I think he's elite, guys. Like, he's the real deal. So as we just go down to Wolf, guys, Dustin Wolf is absolutely fantastic. Now, the only problem that I see with this roster, and this is why I'm giving them not as many, is they're starting the season with Huberdeau and Prosperous Soul. Why did I mess that up? They're on the IR, okay? But this team has, I think, solid defensemen. I would say it's much better than some of the other teams. They're more offensive. I like Anderson a lot. I don't know how much longer he's going to be around. Jake Bean has kind of impressed teams. They're handling. He's getting the opportunity in the top pairing with Weegar. And I think they're fine. But I think Kadri's good. Once Huberdeau comes back, Farabee is there in that trade for that trade. Coronado, solid. Now, when you look at this, there's nothing that like overly freaks you out and says this is a scary team. But the reason why I'm not negative about them, like that they're going to really be a bottom feeder, is because they found ways to win last year and they made me look silly in my prediction. So I'm keeping them in the same area. They're just not going to make the playoffs. But Coleman, Backman, and Zary is a very good, solid line. In fact, I think Zary is going to move up this roster. He will not be a bottom 6 guy. He's going to be a top 6 guy. So I like this team. I hate the Flames. You know that I hate the Flames, okay? But we're talking about a team that found ways to win last year and proved the haters like me wrong. So I'm going to say they're going to be in the same spot. And we play them opening night. So let's figure out what's going to happen. And I'm excited about that, which leads me to obviously that the Vancouver Canucks are going to have a better season this year than Calgary did. And I've got the Vancouver Canucks with 99 points. You've heard me say it over and over that I think they're going to make a wild card spot. I think they're good enough in the Pacific and the Central, and they're going to have 96, 97 points is what got you into playoffs last year. I think the Vancouver Canucks had 90 points last year and had so many issues with health, number one, and then you had the whole rift and whatever really happened there, I don't know. Okay, I don't know, but I'm sitting there and I think the Vancouver Canucks. Now, let me just show you. I can show you everything on this team too, but I made a special graphic for this as well. So I want to show you here. So this is the starting lineup for us, I believe, on Thursday night. And I'm excited about this roster, everyone. So you look at it: DeBrusk, Pettersson, Besser. Then you got Baines, who's earned a spot on that as a second line left winger. You got Hedel, as long as he can stay. Again, this is all determines what this. If this team can stay healthy, we're making the playoffs. If we're not healthy, I don't think we make it. Like that's how strongly I want to feel about this. Garland is going to have a good year. He's been averaging about 50 points. I think he's going to get 60 this year. There's something about him. He has that motor and that determination. The third line gets me the most excited right now. I cannot believe that Coots made this team. I'm so excited and pumped, and everyone's like negative. I think they're going to at least try him out for the first 9 games and see how he does. Does he belong? Does he produce? That's all that matters. People are like, oh, he's going to have this situation where he's not going to, we're going to hinder his development. He's only going to play 8 minutes in Vancouver, and if he's only playing 8 minutes, it'd be better to him to develop with 23 minutes and end up scoring 100 points in Seattle in the WHL. Listen, if you're on the third line, you're not getting 8 minutes. And he's playing with Leckermacki. Those two have chemistry. I like that. Then you got the veteran with Kane on the left-hand side. I like this line. I don't know how long they're going to play. Let's just say for now, it's not going to stay there together forever. Right now, Bluger's hurt. He's not playing on Thursday. That's what it looks like. So that's why we have this third line there. The fourth line is Drew O'Connor, Ratu, and Sherwood. I like that line. It's solid. It's solid, everyone. So even if when Bluger comes back and they decide to put Coots down, you've got Ratu that goes in that third line. Bluger, that's a fourth line guy. Bluger is a great third line center, if not, but a great. He's a good third line center. He's a great fourth line center. His penalty kill ability alone is worth it. He was fantastic. Now, just a reminder that last season the Canucks had an awful 253 goals against. Now, when you look at this roster now, we're talking about this. Our defensemen have improved. Now, it looks like Forbert isn't going to play. Joseph's not going to play. They missed the last 3 practices due to injury. So they brought up Mancini to be on that third pair with DPD on the left-hand side. I love that one. We know that Marcus Pettersson and Tyler Myers is a solid second-line pairing. And Hughes and Hronek, that might be one of the best defensive pairings in all of hockey. Like Quinn Hughes is number 1 or number 2, or it's 1A and 1B with Makar. And Makar and Taves get all the kind of accolades and all that kind of stuff, and I get it. But, like, let's not sleep on Hughes and Hronek. And Demko is healthy, guys. And Lankinen is our backup. We didn't have Lankinen on our team at this time last season. Or when did he sign? Sometimes around there, right? Like, this goalie tandem is fantastic. So there's no way in my books that we are going to have that many issues with stopping goals. The question is, how many goals are we going to score? We had 236 goals for, and that was best. That was 4th best in our division last season, and we had injuries upon injuries upon injuries. That's why I have them leapfrogging the Calgary Flames this year. And I think they're going to be battling. I might even be too low on my Vancouver Canucks, honestly. Like, seriously. So, 4th, I've got the Canucks, 99 points. I hope they get more, don't get me wrong. But I'm going to go with our next one. And our next one is the Edmonton Oilers. Now, McDavid just signed a team-friendly deal. Good on him. 12.5 for 2 years more. So they have him for 3 more seasons. And he's like, listen, I want to win a cup. They're Stanley Cup finals 2 years in a row. First year, they should have beat Florida. Couldn't find a way to do it. I think it came down to goaltending. And then last year, they got smoked in the finals. Now, Florida is dealing with some massive injuries. Barkov, Kachuk. And so that changes it. But that's the East. You got to get there in the West. And there's a lot of good teams in the West. I still think Dallas is good. I think Minnesota's going to have a really good year. I think Winnipeg's going to be good. I think that Colorado, with their new goaltending, think they're going to be good. I don't think that it's not a shoo-in. To me, it's not a shoo-in that they're going to win the Stanley Cup, and everyone wants to say they're the 2 best players in the league. Let's look at this roster. Okay, I'll just bring up this roster. I think they got worse. I think they got worse from last year. Okay, and you tell me if I'm wrong. Because, and I'm not just trying to be a Canucks, fan who doesn't like the Oilers. I actually have a lot of respect. But if you look at this, that top line is the best top line in hockey, and it's not because of Frederick. Right? So, but this second line is okay. I like Nugent Hopkins a lot. But then there's Henrique is a good centerman on there. Isaac Howard, they're really high on. They can't believe they got him. Maybe he does that, but like Savoy, what's he going to do? Like what these young guys that are dealing, I know the Canucks are dealing with them too, but Podkol's in there, and that 4th, he just got, his contract extension. You got Kampanen. I like him a lot. But they've lost some guys named Perry. Perry is the guy who gets to the Stanley Cup Finals. So I don't love this team. I love the Stars in the way that, but like Ekholm I think Ekholm's your best defense, and Bouchard is an offensive juggernaut, but he's a defensive liability in my opinion. And Oiler fans post all the time all the awful things he does defensively. Not a fan of Nurse. I mean, look at this. Are you guys like Kulak, Emberson? That doesn't scare me. That doesn't scare me. Does it scare you? Like what's this team gonna look like, everyone? I don't know. And then it comes down again. Skinner, Pickard. They're okay. They're not great. They've been good enough. But last year, if we just go back just here real quick, and I'll bring this back up for a second just to talk. Last year they had 259 goals for, 236 goals against. They were plus 23, but I don't know. I don't think they're going to be as good. Now, maybe in the playoffs they show up and they go and win a cup, but I don't think their regular season's going to be as good. That's just me. 101 points. So they're going to drop. No, I'm predicting they're going to get the exact same points as last year. The exact same. They had 48 wins, 29 losses, only 5 overtime losses. They go to overtime, they usually end up winning. But I think they're going to lose some regular season games. And it's not that I hate the Oilers. I just don't. I like their stars. And then their role players are not good. And it's a team sport, everyone. I thought they had a better team last year, which means the LA Kings are going to be better, but they're not going to be much better. The LA Kings are going to have 103 points. And this might be the year. Who knows? Is this the year the LA Kings knock out the Edmonton Oilers in the playoffs? They get their revenge. I like this top line of theirs a lot. Kopitar in his last season, he just does not age. This guy does not age. And Kuzmenko, we all love Kuzmenko. He might not be able to play defense, but he can score goals. So that's good. Kempe is awesome in my books. I think, I shouldn't say awesome. He's very good. I love that top line. The next line, Byfield, Fiala is very good. He had a down year last year. I think he bounces back. Lafreniere, or is it Fernier? I don't know if it's not the same as the other one, is it? I'm butchering it. But the third line, solid. Fourth line's okay. I mean, they're good enough. They don't need to be. They just need to slow people down, and I think that's what they do. And then you got to remember, Doughty's back. Anderson's there. Clark, Edmondson, CC's on the fourth line, or third pairing, I mean. I think this is just a solid team, and then when it comes down to it, you got Perry that's coming in onto this lineup as well. And then you got Darcy Kemper is fantastic. This and the way they play this, I hate watching the LA Kings play because it's like the New Jersey Devils trap feel. It's boring hockey, but they grind you out and win games. So I'm predicting that the Kings, they only had 206 goals against last year. They had 250 goals for, and they got better offensively with adding Perry. And not that much. I mean, he adds, he's not like an offensive juggernaut, but I can see them scoring around the 250 goal mark again. They had 48 wins. They tied Edmonton, but they had more overtime losses than they did. So they made it, I don't know, only 25 losses. Everyone's kind of counting out the LA Kings. I think they're solid. But then again, we'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong. Everyone. But that, again, leads me to the Vegas Golden Knights. And I say they're going to get more points than they did last year. They're going to get 111. 111. Let's bring this team up here. I want to show you. They improved. Where's Vegas at the bottom here? Okay. Guys, I don't know about you. Girls, they went and they got a guy. Maybe you've heard of him. His name is Mitch Marner. He's a 100-point dude. He's going from Toronto to Jack Eichel and the Vegas Golden Knights. I don't think he misses a beat. He's an excellent defensive forward as well. This team already had a low of 219 goals against last year. Then you add Marner to it. I like this team. That second line of Barbashev is a workhorse. So I wouldn't say he's a great first line left winger, but you got this second line with Riley Smith, William Karlsson, and Mark Stone. These guys are strong. Then you've got Saad, and then Hurdle he's your third line center. Then they're stacked down the middle. Like, this team is fantastic, and it stayed that way and got better. This is wild. And then, of course, defensively, they're always solid. Hannafin, McNabb, Theodore, Whitecloud. I mean, I think Lazan, is he the guy that came from, let's just see here. I thought didn't he come from Nashville? Or I got that wrong. Let me just make sure I got that right. No, I don't. Yeah, he was. So this is the guy I was thinking about. Okay. He's always up there in the hits. So he's up there. It's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts how much he hits people. The only guy that was better than him in hits is Sherwood for the Vancouver Canucks. Just saying. And then you've got Aiden Hill, who's already got a Stanley Cup championship there. They put Pietrangelo on IR, and he's going to be gone for the season. So they've got that salary that's still available to them. What does it say for he said projected cap space is minus $8 million. I don't know what that means, like how they're going to fix that. Oh, it's probably because of the Pietrangelo thing. So they're going to have to figure that out. I don't know how that all works. That's above my pay grade, everyone. But I think they're going to be fighting for being the best in the West. I think actually probably 111 is too low. It's probably too low. I'm going to give them higher. I'm going to switch this on the fly right now, and I'm going to give them 115 points. They're going to be trying to be number one in the West. That's how good they are. If Aiden Hill can stay healthy, this team is as good as anybody. They're fantastic. So that's mine. That's mine. Just a reminder, everyone, I'm everywhere. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Tell me where I'm right. Tell me where I'm wrong, and I'm going to get into your comments right now. So, okay, David W. is in the building. I predict Canucks will have a tough task knocking out the Golden Knights, Oilers, or LA Kings out of the Pacific Division's top three. That's right. So there you go. Mark, good to see you. By the way, Blue Jays, we're cheering them on. It's been a lot of fun watching them. I thought they were going to win tonight. The Yankees came back. So the good news is we get another game to watch. That's good. Rod says Anaheim will be good this year. We are in for a rough ride, I'm afraid. Oh, wow. Yeah. But you're entitled to your opinion. You're welcome to your opinion. I disagree with you. But the Blue Jays blew it. I mean, I don't know if it was their fault, but I just think the Yankees are like, we're not losing this game. Roberto says Vegas, Oilers, Canucks, 1, 2, 3 in the Pacific. A lot of people say that. My lips are behind. Oh, okay. So I'm going to have to figure out something with my internet. It's not doing what it needs to do. So Kings and wild card 1 and wild card 2 will be a fight for Calgary and the Blues. Okay. So you think it's me, Vegas, Edmonton, Vancouver, and then we've got the Kings and the in wild card 1. Okay. Calgary and that's fine. Mark says, I predict Canucks will be top of their division at least 2. Like top 2. Yeah, Mancini looks like he's going to be in unless Forbert gets better. So, hey, Swervin Irvin, how you doing, man? Swervin Dervin. I'm doing good. I love the Pavel Bure picture there. That's so cool. Line changes in the building. Got to have hope with all these changes. David W., the Kings' best players are older than we are. Misa is on the roster. They just don't have him on this one. So, yeah. Callum says, I got my Mancini. Yeah, I think Misha's going to be the San Jose second line center. They're going to see how he does. Line change needs some Blue Jays therapy right now. This will do, though. Thanks for being here. Rat is in the building. I've heard fans of San Jose saying Misha is being rushed and isn't ready yet. Not sure the validity of that. It's very possible. Very possible. I don't know, man. I don't watch Harry Potter. I didn't find it very entertaining. So I'm more of a Lord of the Rings guy. Kelly has been saying this, predicts that the Canucks will go to the Western Conference Finals. Yeah, you know what? I wish I could get on that train. I'm just not there yet. But I think next year we'll be contending. I just think that this year making the playoffs is going to be a big step forward. Steve's in the building. Vegas, Oilers, Kings, Canucks, Ducks, Flames. Okay, so you think the Ducks are going to leapfrog the Flames, the Sharks, and Kraken? Hey, we're very close, Steve. We were really close. Canucks missed playoffs by 6 points. Woo! Jets, Colorado, Stars, Vegas, Oilers, Kings, Minnesota, and St. Louis are playoff teams. So the same teams as last year? What you're saying? Interesting. Yeah, the Mariners won tonight too. I love the Mariners and the Blue Jays. So Ducks will be better than the Flames. Okay. Jack says we saw their backup goalie in preseason. If Wolf isn't playing, they are cooked. Listen, Wolf's playing, and he's going to play like 70 to 80% of the games. So, and they play the Oilers right before us. That's crazy how they do it back to back. But the Olympics is coming up. That's why I figured that out. One of my friends at work told me that. Kelly says LA Kings lose to Florida Panthers. For Stanley Cup, another prediction. Woo! That's bold. That's bold. Rat says that San Jose is going to be 8th. Okay, I appreciate that. Callum says the Pacific Division, in my opinion, is Vegas, Oilers, Canucks, Kings, and throw the bottom 4 in a losing blunder or failure. Okay. Lyndon is thinking about the predictions. Sensei Dean says, yes, we know you hate the Flames. Vancouver is going to get triple digits. I'm saying, what did I say? 99 points? I think that's what I said, right? 99 points. So I'm just going to say one under that. Yeah, for sure. Steve, no way Canucks get 99 points. Sorry, my friend. 93 points and we missed playoffs. Listen, Mr. Negativity, the season hasn't even started yet and you're already, okay? But you're welcome to your opinion, Steve-O. And can we both say we hope you're wrong, right? The podcast is a monologue. Shannon, I'm with you. If we can stay healthy, it's going to be good. If not, you're going to be right. It's going to be a rough year. No, we are. I'm predicting triple to 100+ points. That's the thing. The Central Division is way stronger than the Pacific. I have 5 playoff teams. No way Canucks are better than those 5 teams to make a wild card spot. I think they're better than St. Louis. I think Canucks are better than St. Louis. Mancini is starting on Thursday because Forbert is injured. But maybe it changes. We'll see. But we have to win our opener to get off to a good start. I mean, yeah, we want a good start. Mancini is not ready? What are you talking about? He's ready, lefty. Starting in the press box? I don't think he is, but we'll see. He is brutal under pressure in his own end. He had a great training camp and a great preseason. So Canucks go 4-6 in the first 10 games. Okay. Sensei Dean, he will be fine. Mistake free. No, but he'll be okay. Yeah. Aren't you ready for Valentino Mancini? I guess not. Braden Coots, third line center, first game. Third game, he is second line center. Pettersson, watch your back. You might be a number 2 center in no time. Wouldn't that be awesome if he was that good? It's not that Pettersson will be that bad. Shannon says they're going to go 3-6 in the first 10. Well, that only equals to 9, sister. So are we going to have an overtime loss or something there? What happened in the 10th game, Shannon? But you can change that. Does anyone remember that Lanky set an NHL record for winning 10 straight games on the road to start? See, that's a great point right there, Callum. I like it. Burnaby Nuge. I think they'll be 6-4 to start in 10. That's good, Coach Rob. No way you think they start off that bad. But you're scared. Okay, don't worry. Yeah, let's get behind this team with some positivity. Oh, you should read the chat first. Yes, that's right. When you can outscore teams like the Oilers, you don't have to worry about your D. True, but I think our D has been improved. So I like it. Around the crease, he has top-notch, very, very fast reflexes. Who are you talking about here? Oh, okay. You're talking about Sheelovs. Okay, we're going to talk about Sheelovs in a minute. The Kings are old and busted. That's a fine take. You might be right. Shannon says we're going to go 4-6. 4 wins is not bad. It's almost 50%. Steve says Vegas and Tampa final. Cup goes to the Castle in Sin City, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, I think they're going to be good. Callum says we're going to go 7-3 to start. Everyone else says I told you so. And everyone else says I told you so. Okay. Going big and saying Canucks will start 7-3. So there's 2 of you that think that. Just like the Jays will lose the next games too, right? No, they're going to win. They're going to win in New York. His third line, he had 35 goals. I know, Mike. That's a great point. You know what? He's allowed to dream and be positive. Shannon's switching around. Canucks go 8-2. There you go. We are already better now that we don't have that Sprong and that other Heinen. They were useless. I was calling them out last year for the Canucks to get rid of them. They did. They did. Sprong and Heinen. They're both out of the NHL now. They can be honest. They can be. I have no problem, man. But yeah, you can be. So yeah. Listen, Steve, don't be a dream killer. Let Shannon and Callum dream. Okay. You might be right. They might be right. 106 people here, by the way. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Yeah, Pietrangelo is going to miss the whole year. He will have his full cap off the books. That's amazing. Oh, so that's what it meant. It meant that they're under the cap by $8 million. No. It says, how does this work? It says they have 0 cap space. I don't know how this works for them. Doesn't make sense. I thought it should be plus 8 million, shouldn't it? Maybe once the season starts, it does that. Lefty says, I'm very good judge of Canuck talent, and I believe Coots will be here to stay if he can avoid the big body checks that will be coming real soon. He also checks too. So, Callum, the East Coast media has the Canucks goalie tandem at 22nd. This team's going to exceed expectations. That's a good point. Actually, Steve Dangle Network, they're predicting the Canucks. Steve's predicting the Canucks to be they're predicting the Canucks he's predicting the Canucks are going to be 3rd in the division, and the other 2 guys said they're going to be 4th. So, okay, Shannon is now going to be more realistic and says 6-4. That's good. Sensei Dean says Vegas, LA, Vancouver Oilers. I'd love that. If Forbert is 100% healthy, there isn't a chance in hell that Mancini will be starting opening night. Okay. But that we have depth, man. We've got depth. People first, Yukon, good to see you. Welcome. Simon, you're here. What's your prediction of the game today? Did you enjoy the games? I didn't watch any of them today. I was watching the Blue Jays game. I was just following the scores, so I don't have any opinion on that. We'll talk in a second. Kings are losing 3-0 to the Avalanche. They play Vegas tomorrow. Would give the Canucks a boost if they faltered a bit early. And if we win, right? Though the Panthers are the cream, I still think they run into the injury bug. They already have Sensei Dean. Barkov's out for a long time. K Misty is saying Canucks top three Pacific team. We will thrive in the chaos that has come. I like it. I hope you're right. The Canucks will not get 120 points, but I love it. I love it. It's doing okay. Some of my leagues are not doing so good. My most serious league, I'm decent. I'm still in the mix. I'm not the best, but not yet. I've run into a number of injuries, just like some of my other friends have. But a bit high, 100 would be great, though. Yeah. Shannon, it's a bit high there, but you go for it. So now she's saying 113. Okay. She's all over the map tonight, guys. I love it. Both Avalanche and Dallas have a few more big bruisers to combat the Panthers. Yeah, if they make it. It's going to be interesting, but a great start is so important for sure. Lyndon, I'm there. I think that we're going to make the playoffs. That's my prediction. Pundits are saying Pacific is split into 2 tiers and the Canucks are in the top 4. That sounds good. Sensei Dean says 7 wins, 1 tie, 2 losses. Okay. Shannon, you can always put your thoughts in here. You're welcome to. Don't let anyone's negativity bring you down. Okay. Okay. Make sure you post. I want you to post. We're cheering on the Blue Jays. I'm cheering on the Mariners. I like both those teams. Jack says, I don't know how people have us worse than last year. We literally had the most miserable year ever. Our floor is very high. I agree. So, I agree with Callum. Don't worry what other people think. You are the heart and mother of this chat. Lefty, the Canucks are a little below average, which places them 14th to 15th out of 32 teams. Okay, let's just go here. Okay, we're going to do league from last year. Okay, last year. Okay, so let's just bring this up. Let's stop sharing this. Let's bring up this one. I want to show you right here. This is last season. Okay, last season, the Canucks were 18th at 90 points. So if you're saying they're middle, okay, 14th or 15th, that means they're making the playoffs. That's what it means. Look at that right there. 14, 15, it's right there. Okay? They're going to be battling for a playoff spot. And look, the Devils made it with 91 points. Montreal made it with 91 points. I would love a Mariners Jays ALCS. That would be awesome. You imagine all the Canadians that are going to go down and watch that? It'll be home games for them. I'm with Jack. All the losses in overtime plus the injuries, it was ridiculous. Yeah, I'm with you guys. So that's where I'm at. Okay, everyone. Want to do this video. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate each one of you. Guys, girls, we're going to have a great time playing or watching this team. So again, just a reminder before we go, opening night, we're going to be doing a post-game. I'm going to be doing a post-game show. Make sure you come and watch this game. I'm loving this lineup that's going to be walking in against the Flames. They're coming in off of back-to-back. I'm predicting that we win. But before I go, I don't know if you heard, but there's some breaking news. The breaking news is Artur Shilovs in his first game in a Pittsburgh uniform shuts out the New York Rangers. Yes, you heard that right. JT Miller and the New York Rangers, 3-0, 25 saves, perfect save percentage, perfect goals against average. Guys, did we trade the right guy or the wrong guy? Just saying. I know a lot of my friends saying we should have never traded him and should have let Demko go. I don't know. I'm going to stick with the Demko thing, and we're going to go from there. So you post in the comments what you think. If you're still here, you can post in the comments. We had a lot of people here tonight, 110 people. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Can't wait for Thursday night. I'm going to be going live. Join me Thursday night, everyone. It's going to be great. Let's cheer this team on. I hope we beat the Flames. That'd be awesome. Have a good night. Believe in blue and go Canucks go.